To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Answer the call. Feel the magic everywhere. Bring every dream we dream to life. Share the wonder, share the light. Oh, imagine a world for you and me. Where all that we have to do is believe. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Answer the call. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Magical place on earth. Magical place on
Welcome in, everybody. Friday night, we're going to have a little bit of hangout tonight. Dad Builds and I, both of us feeling a little bit rough tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute or so. But we're excited to be here. Going to cover some of the updates for some of the community files we got going. We'll talk a little bit while Chris is here about 2 weeks coming up. We got the first announcements of the year. Preston wants to show some Funko Pops that he just got. So we got some good stuff in. So let's jump over, get over here, and get my man Chris in here. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey.
Chris and I are both
Good.
having an interesting day, to say the least. Chris called me about an hour ago, and he was having a migraine. I think it's the weather changing probably, in a lot of it, and he's battling it out right now. And then I had a challenge with mine, and I'll tell about that in a second. Jennifer White, hello, welcome in. D-Man is here. Jill Watchbrick, Jeannie525, Chris Dye, Monterey Molly, Park Hoppers, Katie Weig, Mara Memphis, Margaret Nagy, and Mandy Adams. Well, we'll say hello to others as they come in here. So I was streaming. I was telling Chris for a minute beforehand. I was streaming basketball game earlier, and I literally had this acute pain go flying up through my lower back, up through like my kidney area. And I can deal with that stuff. I've never had this issue, and it got so bad that I had to just turn off. I let the stream go for a while without even me being in there, which I never do. And I was in the living room in pain so bad. I was like, I got to go lay down. So I sent Preston in. We killed the stream about in the middle of the second quarter of a basketball game. I felt bad, but and went in there and just kind of dealt with it. I had some sugar issues and some other issues that had arisen, I guess, from all this. So we're battling it, but we're here for a little bit. Chris will stay as long as he can. I don't know how long I'll go. We'll see. But we value the community and what we're all doing here. So let's see, Chris, where we're at. We've I guess we talk about first while you're here before we jump into everything is hey, Susan Silva, welcome in. Good to see you as well. We got the Hall of Fame announcement coming up. That's going to be, I'm excited, bud. I can't wait to sit and do that with you. Daniel Barry, hello, welcome in. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is on the 19th. So we are talking just a hair over 2 weeks away. Just a hair over 2 weeks away. And we will be announcing close to 150, 160 names. We had almost 200 people receive, 200 people and or social media presences receive nominations. You could only get your name acknowledged if you had multiple or more. here, so we're kind of excited about that. Hey, AAA Sparks, good to see you. So we will be, hey, Sebastian Krab, we will be talking about that. You're going to have an opening vid for that night, I believe. We're going to have that. We will be reading off all of the names. I'll be doing the name reading. Chris will be reacting and responding to that some of those with some highlights. We will also be unveiling for the first time ever. We are going to unveil the characters before the night of. Something new we're changing with the show. Hey, JC Skipper Brian, good to see you. So we are going to do that. And then, of course, Chris's button for this time, which is downright spectacular. Chris, what are you excited about most about that night on the 19th?
All the names.
All the names.
All the names.
A lot of good people.
Yeah. A lot of good people.
Chris is part of the oversight committee. He is aware of who the recipients are. There's only a handful of people on the oversight committee. Hello, Dreamer Deborah. There's another Hall of Famer. Angela Mint is in here. Good to see you. A lot of Hall of Famers in here right now. You've seen the list of the recipients that will be announced in December. And how good is that list?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, it's JG. Welcome in. He's got a Funko in his avatar. We're going to show you Funkos in a minute. Preston wants to show them to Chris. That's why he's here. It's a great list of people in the community heavy, more than it is channels this time. So it's a lot more people that, and by people, I mean somebody who's a moderator, somebody who just shares people out, somebody who comes in and just spills things in. So it's going to be incredible. And I know you're looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what we're going to do. So make sure, if one of the moderators could pull that link up real quick and just put it in the chat, go in and put a reminder on it so you make sure that you come. That's Saturday night, going to be at, I believe, 6 or 7 o'clock, whatever, 5 o'clock, I don't know. Saturday afternoon, Saturday early evening. I can't remember what time. My head's spinning right now with all the stuff been through. Chris and I will be together, but make sure you're doing it. I will be sending an email out to everybody that I can think of the Friday before, asking people to share it out. And just ignore Stream Elements in there. It's in there for sports. I didn't have a chance to take it out, but please ignore that. That's not part of our Disney community, and I can't go fix that right now. So we'll do that. We'll be unveiling that. I'm kind of excited. Preston, you want to share your Funko Pops with Chris? You ready? You got them here? Okay, so Chris, we got a bunch of Funko Pops today. Tim Rempel, hello.
Nice.
Preston went shopping, used his own income, right?
Yeah, this is before.
Oh, that's before?
Yeah.
Okay, let's show it to Chris.
Ta-da.
Oh, that's cool.
Do I need to go full screen, Chris?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, hold on. Preston, back up so I can see what I'm doing.
All right.
Let me find, where's my dad? It's called the Dad Builds page. There it is. Dad Builds page. All right, and we'll bring us up here.
Ta-da.
That's cool.
Yeah, Skeleton Jack and Monster Taco. So,
Nice.
from Jack in the Box, which, by the way, we have none of around here.
Shebang.
Oh, the Coca-Cola Santa. That's a cool one.
Why don't you spin this thing around?
Ah.
Give it a
much
chance. There you go.
better.
That way everybody can see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So you got the Coca-Cola Santa.
And then on top of the Coca-Cola, I got the Coca-Cola bear.
The bear, too. Yeah. With the 90s sunglasses.
Has
Nice.
Coke too.
Yeah, he's holding a Coke.
Yep.
Yeah. Gingerbread Superman. He's a little dark.
Gingerbread
Oh,
Super.
that's cool.
He's a little dark.
I haven't seen the gingerbread DC heroes. That one's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on the back there, right? Batman, a couple of them on the back. Which ones are on the back? Hey, Jeff Condon, welcome in, buddy. Samantha Lowe, hello.
Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Flash.
Man.
Here, why don't you give us a little bit of light, but not the full throttle. Like that. That way people can
There,
see it
you
better.
can see it better.
Cool.
And then,
Is Preston keep them in the box? No, he keeps everything in the box.
I got some Star Wars ones, which is Snowman C-3PO.
That's cool. For the holidays, yeah.
Chris, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snowman I2D2.
Nice.
And found some new 50th ones. So the
Oh, really?
Minnie
Oh,
Mouse.
the mini of the carousel?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
actually, is this? Did you use all your coin money for this? Is that what you did?
Basically.
He had saved coins for forever, just saving change, and he took it and he cashed it in and he used it to buy the Funkos.
I couldn't get
Good.
the pack of the Jose and Mickey, so I found Jose.
That's cool. I like the Jose.
And then I also found the Mickey.
Nice.
Oh, is that all of them? Oh no, he's got one more.
Mickey's my
And then
favorite.
I got a soda of Lucky the Leprechaun.
Frosted Lucky Charms.
Yeah, I got the common.
Nice.
This guy looks like Greg. Is that all, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job on your saving your money and coins and everything to get them.
Yep.
So say good night to everyone.
Bye.
Hey, Preston, I'll pull up a bit of news real quick while you're here. It'll make your father happy.
Yeah, I told you to take it easy. Now you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Might want to take this away.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I gotta put up. Oh, I gotta wait for him to share the screen. Then I will.
Yeah.
Once he shares it, I'll bring it up to you. So welcome in everybody. There's the Disney YouTube series. KDY just dropped it in. Click that link and just hit a reminder. Hit a reminder so you know next Saturday or Saturday the 19th that I think what time we were at 6 or 7 p.m. that you guys are here because it's going to be one whale of a show.
Pink Alamode currently has a huge sale going on their Funko Pops, mini ranging from $7.92 and less. If you know anyone that's needing to fill in gaps, they even have the Mickey 50th anniversary with the castle for $20.98.
Welcome in, Molar Man. Welcome in, Space Mountain Dave. You got a couple of those, don't you?
There's PhilharMagic Mickey for $5.98. This is the Jungle Cruise Mickey for $17.
Are they just trying to clean out, or are they just drop it in price?
They've started doing their Black Friday sales early.
Okay.
So there
Hey,
are
happy
10 pages
10
of
pages?
Funkos. 10 pages of Funkos on sale.
Oh, all right. You don't need to go in there and go look at that. You go to bed. Hey, listen, like Mar said, if you're gonna miss the show on the 19th, just have a reminder so you can watch the replay, because it's gonna be a phenomenal night.
A 10-inch jack for $20.
Yeah, okay. Thought you were
Yep.
talking.
The 10-inch Jack Skellington with zero for $19.98.
Good deal.
Holiday Daisy Duck for $5.98.
There's a ton of them. Good Lord.
There are tons of these. You've got the Blacklight Zero for $5.98. You've got Spider-Man. You've got DC, Doug. If you need a Funko Pop, this is your place to go check right now. So,
Yeah, they got
The Energizer Bunny.
Energizer Bunny. Yeah, great.
Been looking for that.
yep.
You've been looking for that one?
Yeah.
They've got a few sodas on here as well. Those are on sale also.
That's what he was just pointing out.
Here's the Captain America soda for $7.
10 pages of them, so you can go look around.
10 pages. Pink Alamode. There's the Gingerbread Scarlet Witch for $5.
It just came out. It's already on deal.
No, that came out last Christmas.
Oh, the last
That
Christmas.
one's last year.
The DC ones are this year.
Yeah, I got this email about this sale today, and I was like, I know somebody that would be interested in that.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh yeah.
I already wasn't feeling good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
19. How big? Go back up the Jurassic Park one. That's the huge
This is
one. That
yeah.
was like a 19-inch figure. Well, 19-inch box for a 3-inch figure. Thing's huge.
For $19.
I saw it at GameStop today for like 100 or something.
Is that sugar cookie dinosaur or gingerbread dinosaur or something? What is it?
Hmm?
I don't know.
Nope, just dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
This is the Captain Carter soda pop. I've got that one. That one's $7.
Yeah, you got that in the chase, don't you?
I got it in the chase. Yeah. So there's Elvira. She sold out.
Yeah.
Um.
There's AAA Sparkles right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you got everything. So.
You got a bunch. You don't need any more right now.
Oh, I cleaned off the whole shelf. I got room.
He's made room, Pete.
Great. That's just fantastic.
Here is the Luke Skywalker Funko soda.
That's pretty cool.
It's $7 for Luke. It's a nice one. Here's Notorious B.I.G. for $7.
Have that one.
Yeah, Preston has that one.
So, yeah.
All right. Pink a la mode, everybody. They're having a sale.
I'm good.
Good night, buddy.
Hi, Preston.
All right.
Good night.
Disney Dynamics, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Dynamics started a new venture. They're renting scooters down there. I'm waiting for them. Hopefully going to be sending me an ad soon. I talked with Chris about it. And him and his beautiful wife are doing scooter rentals down there. So when you're looking for somewhere to go, that's hopefully we'll be talking about that soon more on the channel. And I know I'll be using them when I go down there and do it and supporting them. So that'll be kind of cool. Plus they're doing some lives and all from the parks and all that too. So a lot of good stuff going on for them. Getting close. Park Hopper Choppers. That's the name of it. Isn't that cool? I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool. Park Hopper Choppers. So we'll be talking about that a lot more over here very shortly. Having them on to talk about it. And they're doing a lot of good stuff. If you check out their Instagram, they did a Haunted Mansion bedroom. They're doing an Epcot living room, I think it is, with all kind of stuff. It's just awesome. They're just good people. So let's see what else we got going. So we got that going on. I know what I could use some help with. We got 43 people in here. If any of you are into hockey or basketball, I started that second channel. The link's in the chat. I'm trying to get that thing up to 1,000 so we can have the emojis and all over there for everybody. So anybody that's not subscribed to it, if you could give us a follow. We're at 350. We just started it. I just need to get it up so that I can do all the... Dadbills has done some amazing hockey and basketball emojis, and right now I can't even use them because we got to get up to 1,000 before they'll even let me. So we'll just... if you can help us out, give us a follow over there. If you're not into hockey or basketball and you don't want to follow, please do not feel obligated. I'm just trying to get it with the people we can. So, Chris, you moved up a little bit. I saw you're up in the 780s, getting close to 800 on your channel. I'm very proud of what you guys are doing. Ride the Teacups. Hey, Steve, good to see you. So, thank you, those people that are doing that. So I'm happy about that for you. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So, how you feeling? Still feeling okay? You tell me when you want to go, you go.
Yeah, I got some news pulled up.
Okay, let's do some news. Chris is dealing with a migraine tonight, guys, and he's battling it out. If anybody wants to come in and chat with us, they can. He's not going to stay the full show unless he starts feeling better. So we'll work through it. I'm just happy that my friend is here. So, and I'm sorry that AAA Sparkles gave you a headache.
It's okay. It wasn't Sparks this time.
It was her gerbils. It was the gerbils.
It was
the spinning wheel.
the hamsters. Yeah.
Is it hamsters or gerbils? Jeff told me it was gerbils.
It's hamsters and gerbils.
Oh,
and,
okay. I'm just trying to stay up with it.
Yeah.
What's up, Addie family? Welcome in. Sebastian the Crab says she had a migraine earlier. It's got to be the weather, bud. It has to have something to do with it. It's goofy ass stuff. Ryan Rowe, what's up? Welcome in, buddy. All right, what do we got here?
This is just in time for a movie that came out over a year ago. This is the new Turning Red Loungefly backpack. the movie merch that just doesn't stop.
Wow.
Um,
You know what I
so
saw today on Amazon was a Bluey Christmas stocking.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Would be cool.
Okay. I
This one's $39.99 for a lounge fly, but it looks to be just a regular backpack, not one of
was going to say, it
the
looks kind
regular
of like
mini
soft
ones.
in the front.
Yeah.
You had a wonderful dinner
Um,
at Trails End tonight. Nice. Dynamics. Big dinner at
Yes.
Trails End, Chris. Oh, let me
Cool.
bring that down. Hold on, I gotta fix that. I had it up there for hockey, basketball, some type of sport that I was doing. Let me make it smaller. Do that. And probably make it a little bit bigger. Go all the way over here. Never know. It's 14. I'll take it up to 17. There we go. Now we're in there at least. That's, they're going to keep bringing stuff, but still,
It's just, yeah.
big deal. I'm not overwhelmed by that. How about you?
No, not really.
Movie Mania Nick, welcome in. Oh, this looks good.
And this is Thanksgiving food, drink, and drink options coming to Disney World. Got a list of some of these. I'll try to read through a few of these.
Hold on? Did we have Thanksgiving last year? I don't remember a Thanksgiving menu.
I don't remember much Thanksgiving themed food, but I've got this and one other news article about Thanksgiving special food.
Okay,
So,
all right, we'll roll with it.
this is over at the All Star Resorts. This is a Gobble Wobble Bunt Cake. This is cinnamon apple bunt cake with cinnamon buttercream and buttercream turkey topper.
Huh.
It looks sort of like a colorful spider to me, though.
It does. It's not overwhelming me. It's cute. I'm not going out of my way to go find that.
No. Then we have at Animal Kingdom Lodge over at Boma. Thanksgiving enhancements. We got the traditional buffet offerings with the African twist, including carved turkey, turkey gravy, cornbread stuffing, cranberry chutney, and candied tofu, whatever that is.
I am not a tofu. If I want to eat meat, I want to eat meat. I get people that do that. I respect the people that do. It's just not my thing here. But hey, you know what? I'm glad Disney's offering it to those people who like that type of menu, and have that type of palate.
That turkey gravy and dressing looks awesome, though.
Hey, Molly, how you doing?
Over at the Art of Animation and Pop Century, there's a maple pot de creme. This is maple infused pot de creme, chantilly cream, and sugar cookie leaves.
Good Lord, that's a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar. Then over at Beach Club, if you need some more sugar, they have this pumpkin pie shake. This is salted caramel shake with caramel drizzle, sprinkles, and a whole slice of pumpkin pie on top.
I got to be honest, that sounds pretty good.
That looks, yeah. That looks good.
Turn that off.
They also have an open-faced Thanksgiving sandwich that's slow-roasted turkey breast on top of cornbread stuffing on a focaccia bun covered in house-made turkey gravy and crispy onions garnished with green onions.
Wow. It all sounds good. Molly says she'll be there next week. Can't wait to see the decorations. Nice, yeah.
Let's see. We've got, just running through a few of these. This is over at the Contemporary Resort. They've got rotisserie all natural Joyce Farms turkey. Chef Mickey's is going Thanksgiving themed. I don't remember all this last year. Maybe it's just me, Pete, but I don't remember all the restaurants.
No.
Trattoria Al Forno's going to have something with turkey. It's the Flying Fish. Everybody's
If I remember,
doing
Chris, from
something.
our conversation last year, we were saying something about it. If the only way you wanted Thanksgiving was to go over to Magic Kingdom and go to Liberty,
Yeah.
or else you weren't getting it. And now look at that. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's over at Toledo.
Oh, that looks good.
That is turkey roulade with olive oil whipped potatoes, honey glazed carrots, crispy Brussels sprouts, cranberry relish, and gravy.
That looks great.
Several of these are only available Thanksgiving Day or the week of, it looks like.
Who cares? I mean, I'm just glad they're offering it.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. That looks great. What is that? A sub?
This, let's see.
It's a sandwich of some sort.
Let's
There it
see,
is.
which one
Holiday
is it?
turkey sandwich.
Holiday turkey sandwich. That's over at Gasparilla. That's oven roasted turkey with cornbread stuffing, cranberry sauce, and gravy on a freshly baked ciabatta roll over at Grand Floridian
So that is
Bakery.
basically a larger version of what they have at Earl of Sandwich. And
Is
that
it really?
the Earl of Sandwich one is phenomenal. The Earl of Sandwich one is on a smaller sourdough type of bread.
Mm-hmm.
This is on a ciabatta, which sounds really good too. That's phenomenal.
I still haven't tried that one at Earl of Sandwich yet.
Oh, dude, when we're down there again next time, September, when I go back, we're doing that. I'll take you over there. We're going to do that.
There's also this pumpkin spice roll, pumpkin spice sponge cake rolled with honey scented cream cheese and powdered sugar, dark chocolate, and almond fondants. This is over at Goods Food to Go over at Old Key West. A mini pumpkin mousse, caramel, dulce crunch, and chocolate decor. We've got pumpkin spice beignets over at Port Orleans. I'm surprised how much there is here, Pete.
It's a ton. Welcome in, Dan. Welcome in, Poppy. This is a ton.
Yeah.
I think we're getting back to everyday realisms of Disney now, Chris, with just about everything opening up, and this confirms it for me in another way. Look at that. What is that?
That is a fall whoopie pie, pumpkin cake, cream cheese, buttercream, and fall sprinkles.
Oh my God, that looks good.
And then this is a cherry blossom swirl Dole Whip, cherries served with vanilla soft serve. That's at the Backstretch Bar. That's over at Saratoga Springs, both of those in the Artist Palette.
Oh my God, they're really good.
This is a pumpkin mousse cake, chocolate dipped spice cake with milk chocolate pumpkin mousse and dark chocolate antlers.
It's one after another.
Mm-hmm. It's just, that looks good.
Oh yeah,
I could take one of those. That is a pumpkin spice martini.
I bet that's good.
Yeah. That I could go for about 5 of those right now, I think.
Oh my God, look at that.
This is over at Epcot at the American Holiday Table. Is slow roasted turkey with Ben's original stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans, and cranberry sauce.
Oh my God, November 25th through December 30th. That looks phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Quick grab and go. You can have Thanksgiving dinner just on the run as you're walking around the park. Come on.
Beer Garden is going to have turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing on Thanksgiving Day. Coral Reef will have a Thanksgiving plate on Thanksgiving Day. The Garden Grill, Le Cellier, everybody. Sunshine Seasons. The Refreshment Port is going to have turkey poutine, French fries with turkey gravy, cranberry relish, and crispy onions.
Chris, would that drink help with your migraine, do you think?
I think anything. I'm willing to try anything right now. Over at the Hollywood Brown Derby, they're going to have a carved turkey breast. Hollywood and Vine, 50s prime time for a certain Mr. World.
Yes, Mr.
They'll
Pearl.
have a holiday plate on Thanksgiving Day, oven roasted turkey, turkey gravy, cornbread stuffing, all the things.
I think Disney heard the voices of people screaming last year
Mhm.
for all the people that were down there at Thanksgiving. There was nothing Thanksgiving related to get to. Now it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So, even over at Disney Springs, City Works, Chef Art Smith's, Everglazed Donuts is going to have a Thanksgiving donut available November the 11th through the 30th. An over the top sweet potato casserole pecan pie mashup with cinnamon sugar dusted sweet potato fries, crunchy candied pecans, and sweet salty bacon crown plump glazed donut that's finished with a marshmallow cream drizzle. That just seems like they took it all and put it on a donut.
Yeah, they just took it all. Just say, hey, dump all this Thanksgiving stuff on it there. Look at even Planet Hollywood's got to have a feast.
Planet Hollywood is going to have a Thanksgiving feast. STK Steakhouse, Wine Bar George.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Man, you got it going on if you're down there for Thanksgiving time frame, everybody, because you can find magical love of Thanksgiving anywhere you look.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome. It's actually exciting.
This we just talked about peaches and cream that shake.
Yep.
They've got some new Disney Hanukkah collection at Disney
Oh,
Springs.
Chris, I'm sorry. I forgot to welcome in Sebastian and Mr. the Crab. They have a new announcement when they come in. Are you aware of that?
I did not know.
Hey, it's Mr. Krabs. Hi, Mr. Krabs.
They have to do that
Yes.
because Mr. Crab could be in the room when Sebastian's in here. So you have
Could
to
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we got Hanukkah Mickey plush, T-shirt. Some of this stuff is available on
Jeff.
Shop Disney as well.
But Jeff says, I'm sitting here in my office thinking a bag of chips and a bottle of Yoo-Hoo are my only dinner options as he's watching us show all this stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're acknowledging Hanukkah that way.
Mhm.
That's,
Got kitchen towels, some wine glasses. Yeah, a lot of that is available on Shop Disney as well. I think we looked at that a week or two ago. So
that's good. I mean, we should
Yeah.
recognize those who celebrate that religious time in their life, and I'm glad Disney's acknowledging it and giving them an opportunity to celebrate that the way they want. That's cool. And the shirt wasn't bad either for Hanukkah. I mean, it actually looks like they put a
No.
lot of time into it.
yeah, I like that with the Mickey head and the see if we can blow it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
they put a little thought into that. I like that.
It says Happy Hanukkah on the sleeve. I like that.
Yeah, very nice.
I can get my screen back. Here we go. Marvel and EA have announced 3 new action games coming out. I haven't looked into this a whole lot. I don't know that they've given us real specifics on what they'll be. For those of there'll be an Iron Man game coming out. I kind of wait to see final announcements on this when the games are launched with EA. EA of late has liked to charge for additional special items in games, which makes playing the game even more expensive. So,
Oh, interesting.
but they do great quality stuff. So,
Remember the old days of just waiting for the cartridge to hit?
Yes.
Standing in Toys R Us waiting for the piece of paper for them to just say, we got them, here's the paper. Go run to the register.
Go get it. Check out. Put it. You got to blow it off first, and then
Got to blow it off and put it in. Yep. Why? I do that with my phone sometimes, trying to make it work better.
Yeah. Anyway, there's new Mandalorian Scentsy Warmer coming.
Cool.
For all of our Scentsy fans, there is the wax melt Mandalorian head. You've got the scented plush. Also, some other Star Wars Scentsy apparently.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate you. Hey, Jan.
So
I like the Sensies, Chris. I mean, I know you do too. I think
yeah.
we've got a couple of them in our house, and they do a good job. I'm always happy with those.
We get an exclusive Donald Duck Munchling and cake available at Disney Springs. So this is that whole little plush where the characters are designed like treats. So this is a Donald Duck pastry that for the Munchling, and then there's the.
He looks really mad.
He doesn't look happy at all.
No, not at all.
Let's see. I was trying to see if it said what flavor he was or anything. I don't see it there.
What have you seen, Chris? Are they selling?
They are selling. They are becoming pretty popular. They have huge displays for these at World of Disney, of course, throughout the parks too. But at World of Disney, they have a whole section full of these things. It's cool how they package some of them too, with them being in like ice cream containers,
right,
or different little boxes and stuff. So,
well, you can't feel them up to figure out which is which anymore.
That's like you could the Wishables.
Yeah, that's the whole thought. I don't care what anybody says. If everybody could say, "Oh, it's great marketing," no. The thought behind that was the first comment that came out at that meeting. How do we keep them from feeling them up to figure which is which, so they keep buying them until they get the one they need? That's the first thing that came up.
Yep.
But after that, they did come up with good marketing. I'll give them credit there.
Yeah. So there's a that and the cupcake that goes with it available over at Disney Springs for a limited time.
At the Springs. Get mad.
Sorry. Aubrey Plaza has joined the cast of Agatha Coven of Chaos. This is a spin-off from WandaVision, and we'll focus on Agatha Harkness. Aubrey Plaza is, I think she's kind of most famous for her role as April on Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
NBC.
You were 100% right on Daredevil. I completed that all the way through, and I did start Punisher. I'm already through season 1. I was blown away by season 1 of Punisher, how in depth it was, and I'm just starting.
The guy that plays Punisher, he is so much 100% that character.
Oh, absolutely. So I can't wait to see now after I finish Punisher. Is there something else I should follow that up with and prep for all this Marvel?
If you want a little something different from that same series, I liked Luke Cage a lot.
Okay, I'll check that out after. I got to finish this second season of Punisher. Like I said, I just started first episode season 2, but I'm trying to get all fully caught up and ready to go for all this new stuff that's coming.
Season 1 of Luke Cage was really good.
Okay.
We've got a new reversible Walt Disney World 50th anniversary map bucket hat. That's a long description for a bucket hat.
Has Angela got that yet?
I don't know, but this one looks interesting. It's kind of frayed around the edges, so it looks like maybe Gilligan wore that one for a while on the island.
On the island, yep. Steve says Luke Cage was his favorite of the Netflix ones.
Luke Cage was good.
And the Disney
I love the
here.
Hey. I like the soundtrack for Luke Cage too.
How much was that one, Chris? About the same price, like they $29?
This one is $34.99.
34.
And they found it at Disney Springs over in the vault.
In the vault. Yeah, the
collection.
vault has everything, I think.
There's a new Disney Skyliner Dooney and Burke at Walt Disney World.
I saw that.
This is not $34.99. This is $298.
It better ride
yeah,
the Skyliner for you.
It should. You got Mickey meaning the Skyliner in front of the spaceship Earth. And then on the bottom, that nobody will ever see, has this Skyliner logo.
Oh, boy.
So, here you go. It's cute.
It's something.
Don't know that it's worth $298, but
Well, 300, 3 bills, if before any discount or anything. Hey, Pickles, welcome in. Great to see you. That's a lot. Oh.
So now we're moving into the Christmas food and beverages, coming to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Got some descriptions on a few of these. This one up here, the top right, that is the Lock, Shock, and Barrel Sundae. That is festive vanilla cake, vanilla ice cream, strawberry topping, whipped cream, and Christmas sprinkles in a Lock, Shock, and Barrel chocolate piece. That's available November the 8th through December 31st during regular park hours and the party. The cake, I will say, is green flavored.
Yeah, but that looks cool. I'd eat that.
But it does look cool. You've got the sugar plum shake, not pictured. That's a sugar spiced plum soft serve topped with cherry syrup, whipped cream, and sprinkles. Available.
Alexa,
during
off.
the party. Here's your hot dog. That monstrosity is a holiday dinner dog, all beef hot dog with cranberry mustard, savory stuffing, funnel cake, and cheese curds.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a no for me.
I'm not sure I want hot dog and stuffing and all that. I mean, I love my Thanksgiving stuff, but I'm not.
It's stuffing flavored funnel cake, though.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes no sense. You've got the Christmas tree cake. That's this one.
That looks pretty good. Hey, Julie P. Welcome in.
That's a red velvet brownie cheesecake with eggnog buttercream and spiced caramel, topped with a mini sugar Christmas lights.
You had me on carrot cake or red velvet. You had me on that. What's up, Parrot Head? Welcome in too. Red velvet, I love. I'll take it anyway.
What the?
Where did we go?
I've got an ad playing in my ear all of a sudden. This is weird. Okay. We have a polar bear claw. This is a chocolate hazelnut pastry with white and dark chocolate. I don't remember polar bears having that many.
Yeah, they got extra toes. Molly, good night. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Yeah, I don't remember having extra toes, but okay.
This is over at Friar's Nook. This is the curry brat tots. That's tots, tater tots topped with chopped bratwurst, curry ketchup, and apple slaw.
I'm not so sure.
Not too sure about that one. This is the Tinkerbell cream puff, and compressed carrot cake topped with spiced cream cheese icing, spiced walnuts, and chocolate wings.
That's a big mix of flavors there.
That is. Golden Oak Outpost, you have a fried pork tamale served Christmas style with red and green chili sauces and queso fresco.
That actually doesn't sound bad.
That doesn't sound bad at all to me. That one I could work with. Then you have a chai caramel freeze. This is salted caramel freeze with chai spiced whipped cream.
I think I'm finally going to
Um,
give in and try a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm close to giving in to try it.
Over at Main Street Bakery, you've got the cinnamon roll, Mickey Mouse shaped cinnamon roll with white icing.
Good night, Parrot. Good night, Parrot Head. This is going on my list of things Carlos is going to bring me.
Yep.
Because
This is a
that flat out
Mickey.
happened.
This is a Mickey Mouse ornament treat, gingerbread mousse with crispy center, and a spiced almond cake with brownie crumble.
Yeah, that's looking really. Hey, Baker, welcome in. Everybody, welcome into Disney, Baker.
Come on, hey Chris.
Howdy.
Dude, oh my God, look at these.
You've got a peppermint hot fudge brownie sundae.
Oh,
That is peppermint ice cream, hot fudge, and candy cane pieces served on a brownie. Candy cane hot cocoa. That's hot cocoa with peppermint ice cream, whipped cream, and candy cane pieces.
welcome into the alphabet. Welcome in, Bob and Kelly. Chris, I'm loving both of those first two.
Then you have a funnel cake sundae. That's peppermint ice cream, M&M's chocolate candies, and hot fudge served on a funnel cake.
Oh my God.
And then this is the Sandy Claus peppermint mousse treat. White chocolate peppermint mousse with chocolate fudge center, chocolate Santa hat, and Jack Skellington face.
Oh, they all look good. That peppermint brownie one, that sounds phenomenal.
Yep.
Nice soft touch, a hint of peppermint with a nice hot brownie. Oh, look at that.
Over this looks nice and kind of classic. Over at Sunshine Tree Terrace, this is the Once Upon a Christmas Time tart, chocolate and cranberry tart with Mickey ears.
I'm not much into tarts. I've never been a tart person.
That's during the party only.
Okay.
Oh,
look at the donuts.
Various carts throughout Main Street. That is Christmas wreath donut. That's red velvet donut with green buttercream and holiday sprinkle decorations.
Carlos, I want those. Good Lord.
And then the Christmas cookie churro. Churros served with marshmallow cream, cookie crumbles, and Christmas sprinkles.
Baker, how much fun are you going to have down there with all this food? Good Lord.
A lot. That red velvet cake donut, that's going to be delicious.
Oh my Lord.
And same with those churros. They're going to be a big hit.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm going to hit a couple more, Pete, and I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
Marvel is working on a new Vision series. This is going to be another spinoff from WandaVision. The title of this is going to be called Vision Quest. It's going to follow up with White Vision that we saw fly away at the end of WandaVision. Spoiler alert. Trying to refine his humanity and sense of self.
Okay.
There is talk that Elizabeth Olsen may make an appearance, but will not co-star in this series as Scarlet Witch.
They love doing those things. What is my favorite Disney show? Fantasmic, I guess.
It was great. I just love
We got 2 new holiday ear headbands at Walt Disney World. This is the Bejeweled Holiday Mini Ears. These are $44.99.
Not jumping out at me.
Those ears look very offset.
They look almost droopy.
Look like they would stick out here.
No.
Yeah.
It's no, she's there. Whoever's holding them is pinching them together, pinching the base
okay.
together. But I will tell you that my first couple glances at those, the pearls pop off fast.
Okay.
Really?
So if you buy a pair, pop them off yourself and re-hot glue
$44.99 for those. And then
And they're
this
very
is
big
the
up front.
snow globe headband, and these are $34.99.
Snow what, Chris?
Snow globe.
Exactly. Thank you.
They're not water balls.
And they're outselling. They're outselling the other ones.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
I don't know why this from what I understand, this thing is selling like crazy.
Like
Starbucks
crazy.
has got 2 new holiday tumblers. One that is red and green. And then, don't know if we have a picture of the other one. There's that one. And here is the other one with Mickey in his holiday outfit.
And that's from
There
Corsica.
you go.
Corksicle.
Corsica.
That one's Starbucks.
Hey, Princess
And then
Paula Bell,
last but-
welcome.
we've got some new Disney Resorts holiday pins at Walt Disney World. They come out with some for each of the resorts during the holiday season. So we've got this year they have the pin and then a dangle that with a snowflake that shows the name of the resort for each
That's cool.
one.
Yes, Dynamics, they do.
So,
They're neat looking.
and then a beach club looks to be a spinner ornament.
Hey, Jay Grubbs.
I like that with contemporaries, Fantasia, Mickey, and Chernabog. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
We
got some
Yacht
good detail.
Club.
I like the detail on
Yeah.
those.
So a lot of those will be coming out soon.
Speaking of Fantasmic, I received HD Fantasmic from California in my mailbox today. So we'll be posting that soon to go along with Casey getting Florida. So that should be kind of cool. I'm excited about that. All right, Chris, you're done. Chris is feeling a little rough tonight. I am too, actually. He's a little bit more tired than me. We're going to say thank you to Chris for being here and hanging out with us. I'm going to jump here to the Friday show.
Feel better.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Sorry I couldn't make it.
Nah, hey, I'm just happy. The best part of this show is hanging out with friends. So,
Yep.
you go take care of yourself, get better, and I'll serve my penance with the baker.
Sounds good.
That's
Have
good.
fun.
We'll see you, brother. See you soon.
We'll see y'all later. Have a
See you,
good
buddy.
night.
All right, I'm
Good
gonna
night, Chris.
move Baker up to the 1 spot. You get to be number 1 for once there, up in the 1 spot. So we got some community recognition stuff. Do Baker first. We'll talk to you. How you been, buddy? How's things going?
I've been good. I've been really good. Thank you. I love the transition from Halloween to Christmas. I did it last year, but didn't have a front end seat for it, and I did this year. And I worked Halloween, and then I worked the 1st of November, and it was wild going in and seeing the transition. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Getting to hang out with my family today. We started at Epcot, my son and I. And then we joined the rest of our family, and then we went over to Hollywood Studios and we watched Fantasmic.
Loved it. Was it good? I'm sure.
So I'm so glad I didn't cheat and watch. Look, there are creators out there that do a fantastic job on YouTube. No slight to them. I just didn't want to watch it. I wanted to be surprised.
Right.
And we were in Sebastian's section. We were 10 rows back.
Jeanette has a section.
She does, and it's right next to Scar. She's between Scar and Ursula, and we had a fun. It was a really great view. It is fantastic. It does not, for me, it does not disappoint. And if anything, if you're down on your Disney magic, make yourself a reservation for Hollywood Studios and go see Fantasmic.
I'm not gonna get down there to next year myself, even though we've got our dates set already for next year, which is going to be good. I can't wait to hang out with you again down there. But I am going to cheat.
Yeah, if not cheat, because it's going to get you out.
I'm going to watch Casey's. I'm waiting.
It'll
I
be
haven't been. I've been waiting to see Casey's because he works so hard at what he does. I wanted to pay him the respect of watching the full show with him. I've seen a little bit here and there. Super Disney Fam, one of our executive producers, sent me a bunch of shorts. We put one out today, got 500 views on it, so that was kind of cool. It's nice when our executive producers are dropping us some of that. Fantasmic is incredible, Paula says. So we'll see. Chris, you going to hang around with me for a little bit?
Yes, I have nowhere to go, nothing to do.
Awesome. So let's do some recognition stuff here. Let's go over and let's look at the under 1,000. I'll bring you and me into this, so we can do this. So let me just bring our where do I gotta go? Where do I gotta go? Go over here, and guest number 1, and then my logo tech. So we'll put you and I up top there, and I'm just gonna run through these here. Hey, Caleb Joshua Hill, welcome in. Great to see you. Emily Rose, hello. Great to see you as well. Debbie Bernfeld, hello. A lot of good friends coming in tonight. Appreciate you being here. Dad Build's feeling a little under the weather. Chris, you didn't hear about this because you weren't coming in. So before I tell Baker this real quick. So I'm sitting here. I had a great stream this afternoon for hockey. Feeling great. Been out we put up Christmas lights out front of the house, and we've loaded Christmas downstairs. Had a great day doing stuff. I'm sitting here doing basketball, and all of a sudden I get a shooting pain coming through the back up through my kidneys area. And I am to the point where I left the stream. I left it running, and I left the office and went in the living room and laid down. And I was there for like 10 minutes, and I told Nanette, I said, I can't take this. I got to go in the bedroom and try to see if I can, what's going on. I sent Preston in here to kill the stream, which I never do. I never kill a stream. But I was in that much pain. I actually told Nanette, I was like, we got to get ready to go to the hospital. I was like, something's going on here. It's not good, and it's bad. And, everything's going through my mind, the infection's coming back or what it is, a crash or whatever. And so I end up calling. Luckily, I'm blessed. I don't know if I'm blessed or not. I've had so much work done to me that I have direct numbers down there to the doctors. So I called one of my doctors, and I got one of the people from Team B. And I'm like, here's what's going on. What do you think? And they said they did a quick diagnostic with me, and the doctor goes, I think you got a combination of sugar going up and maybe some dehydration because you've done so much, so active. And he said, he's like, I want you to go, and he goes, I want you to go and force yourself to throw up to clean out anything in my stomach. Then I want you to drink a whole glass of ice water. And he goes, I want you to check your sugars. And 40 minutes later, I was feeling fine again. So, something new I hadn't had happen before. But so Dad builds with the migraines and me with this, but feel better now, and it is what it is. So we're doing this, but we're gonna talk for a second about channels that are under 1,000 subscribers. Now, guys, remember, as we do this, I'm not asking anybody to subscribe to anybody here. I'm asking you to, if you're looking for more Disney content, to take a look at one of these creators, see if their content fits you, and then give them a follow if it does. That's what we want to hear. Give them a follow if they do. Because it's not about just subscribing and doing that whole gamut there. Let me pull up my big screen here so it's a little bit easier for me to see. All right, we're going to start here, Chris. We've got, and I'm going to look over here to the right window because it's a little bit easier for me to see. Palm Springs Linguists got up to number 1 now on the race over here at 984. Fun and Fancy Flea Floridians. They got a new logo. They're up to 974. Tastes Like Disney with a big jump in the 800s to 900s. Seals on the Move, Caitlin in the Castle, and Disney Worlders Dan, all in your top row, closest to the number. In the next 2 rows, you got the Dad and Drew Show, the Single Rider, Tori and Wonderland, Adventures of Meg and Greg, Life with Roxana, Park Hoppers, who were in the chat for a little bit here, Disney Stranger, the Big John Network, Risa Barrera, Michelle's True Adventures, Retro Smile, and Jake's. Everybody really jumped up this week, Chris. It was, it's kind of one of those weeks where it looked like everybody was picking up a little bit on our race here. Baker, what do you think of this race?
There's a lot of content. There's a lot of content out there being covered, and it's being covered well. It's being covered with happy faces, and I've been seeing a lot of that. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the holidays. People, turn that frown upside down. So You know, they're finding things that are positive to talk about, and they're going, oh, look at this pin, or oh, look at these new ears, and
Yeah,
something like that. And again, it's good commentary and good, just all around good vibes.
absolutely. Mousepiration Mike, Cinderella's Wish. Dad builds up to 785 on his backside. Hitchhiking Bones and Dawn. Gateway to the Magic Matt. T. Marie's Place, 752. Casey's up to 740. Nice job, Casey. Christina's Disney Dream. Disney Dreamers. Mickey Blog. Years of Ears. Magic for 4. Magical Disney Pal. Disabled Adventures. Fantasmic Fandoms. The Waffle. Great British. Happily Ever Disney and a Disney Life. A lot of great quality creators in there. People that support our community a lot. Tina and the Bones and Dad Builds. Mousepiration Mike. Casey. Mickey Blow. A lot of good people in there to take a look at as we go through.
Let's look at that second line, starting at Casey's and ending in Magic. Scroll back down for me. Look at the numbers. You're at 7, and you're going from right to left. You're at 720, 722, 725, 728, 732, 740. Any given day, those can change 5 to 10 like that to 15 to 20.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mike Wheeler leading off the next group. You got Wheeler, you got Mickey Travels, Diz Nerd, Frankie doing a good job. Mom is in the Mood, Disney Nessie, Ohana Adventure Chest, Living Behind the Castle, Highland Adventures, Chris from Orlando, Roland to Orlando, Taylor Made Magic, Exploration Theme Parks, Delos Diz, Being a Jean-Claire, she's a sponsor of our channel. We'll talk about her in a few minutes. Talking Mickey Project, Fantasmic Chronicles, OK Disney, and Cindy, a.k.a. The great thing there, as you're looking at it, is if you want to find any of these channels, if you go on the front of my YouTube page, scroll halfway down, you'll see the section for this Fantastic Hot Movie channels, and you can go right directly to these channels. Chris, I know you like having that access to go right to the channels.
I do. I think that's fantastic. And some of these channels, you know, you're multi streamers here. I mean, they're multitasking on different platforms, and
Yeah.
it's really getting out there.
Absolutely. Disney Magic for Life at 526, leading off the next bracket. These people are all just about that halfway point, close to it or just over it. Detroit Disney Duo, Everything Disney Fam, D for Disney, Brian and Ied, What in the World with Russ, WVWDW channel, Keep It Up in Disney, Tokyo Disney Dad, Teaching Disney, Ride the Teacup, Steve, he's right there. There he is at 469, just shy of 500. He's in the chat. Magically, Rihanna, Disney Circus Girl, Emily's Pixie Dust, Trader Tori, Jen A, P&A Adventures, and Paul and Gina's. Paul was on here not that long ago. Off to dinner, Jill says. See you in a bit. Good group of people there, Baker. I know you got to say, I think you saw Paul when he was on here, didn't you?
I did. Yes. Yeah.
Good people.
And again, you know, it's like we said before. If you have some sort of personality and you're pushing good content, positive stuff, people love that, and they're just going to hang out and see what you have to say next.
Absolutely. Finishing up the 400 to 300 range, Princess Serena, Sight and Side Quest, the Disney Baker, who's right here at 425. Somebody could make him 426 tonight if you're having a good time watching Chris. Andy's Playground, the 360s of Disney, soaring over the magic. Surfer Girl, Cherie, she's amazing. Fast Pass with Us, Disney M, we love her from the UK. This is Disney Life. Tracy Glenn, he's a male. Always Disney 26. Texas Takes, good people. Foss family, they were supposed to be a guest this past Wednesday. They read my messages, and I guess they just changed their mind because they never came back to me. Tropical Nerds, DC and Michelle Do, Theme Park Lifestyle, and Disney Done Differently. Good group of people there, Chris.
There's no doubt. You know, when I have the opportunity sometimes just to bump into some people when they're in the parks and when they come by, and it's really neat. And then what I'm finding is sometimes if I'm in the park and just as a guest, I'll just see somebody out the corner of my eye. Bumped into Nate the other day. He was looking at Christmas merch. We talked for a few seconds. It's nice having that camaraderie. You know, busy people.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, 300 down to the back of our rack here. Ride on Orlando, Magic of the Mouse Radio, Disney Cable Magic, I'm a Jenner, What If the Disney World, Mocha and Disney. I got the Florida Man from the Disney Couch, Disney is our cure. Have a wonderful day. It's Javier. Joy S., who we love. It's Ashley Michelle, A Little Dose of Disney, Finding Moments of Magic, Heather Ever After, Diva's Magical Adventures, Space Mountain Dave. You got Lisa's Disney Life, which is a great one there. And then dropping down here to the last part, just as important as everybody else starting their career. Rock and Roll DW, another Disney podcast. Wish Upon a Disney. Susan, she's in the chat. She's right there at 178. Somebody could make her 179. Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure Flippers Pool, exploring the magic with a new logo there. Adventures with Chris, Geek World Order, Positivity Disney, Time Out with Michael, and the Tomorrowland Traveler. Again, we're very excited about these channels. They do a good job. They're all working hard. They're at the beginning of their Disney quest, that big travel to make it there. We wish all of them the best of luck, and we hope that maybe someone out there will find another great channel to do it. What are you most excited about down there working in the Emporium? Everybody knows that you do that right now, for as long as you do. What's the most exciting thing that you've seen, Chris, as you're down there in these last couple weeks?
Well, it would have to have been last night. There are some behind-the-scenes things that happen. We do a lot of holiday filming on location.
Which, by the way, everybody, he's not allowed to talk about. So
I'm not. And again, understand that it's. But we got a list of spots where we can't be after hours. Areas we're just not allowed. And I thought that was pretty cool. Especially backstage when these performers, they're like anybody else. They're just working really hard at their craft. They want to get their dances down and everything. And that's just so when you come through the gates, they're immersing you in magic that you didn't expect. Those are the things that are really exciting for me that's coming down the pike right now.
nice.
The stuff that's going to be happening, the redecorating, walking by and I know he has a name, the dinosaur today over at Hollywood Studios, and he has his Christmas ball hanging from his mouth. He's got the string going up, and he's got his eyes lit up, and that looked nice. Seeing the Christmas trees back up, seeing the new garlands. There's a lot of new garlands hanging in the shops.
Nice.
And I know that because a lot of the old garlands went through Gas Connection. So they had to make new stuff.
Well, there you go.
And there's a really positive vibe. Watching guests be so excited over the Disney merch that came out Tuesday was it was different than people buying 50th merch.
Really?
They were more calm. They were being, I don't know, it was Christmas merch. 50th merch had a different spin to it, but I tell you what, Christmas merch, people were being kind. They were just, excuse me, pardon me, hey, can you hand me that large for? They were just, it was cool to see. It was.
Great.
And the merch is great, and I'm sure Chris covered a bunch of that.
Yeah. Chris, we covered some. We didn't go as heavily into it. We're going to get more into that next week. With him not feeling well, I told him to stay out, but he still wanted to come in. I love seeing my friend just like I love seeing you. But health comes first. Hell, I was battling it there. So Angela says, I so want to do a quick Christmas time visit, but don't think it will happen. If it does, I'm still waiting for Halloween cookies from her. I mean, she's supposed to be part of my cookie dealership with Sebastian. Not happening here. So I'd like to do your section here where we recognize some of the pictures I've gotten this week. I've got some great ones in there. I'll have more for next week as we pull it in. So Chris, we're going to run and do that. We're going to talk with you. I want to thank you for personally here on the show for bringing this segment to us each and every time that we do it. It's People in the Parks. I couldn't think of a better person and or channel. One of the moderators dropped Baker's link into the chat to bring us this segment because you are all about the engagement and magic in the parks. Whether you're a cast member or just a fan, when I've been with you in the parks, I see you out there doing this, creating this magic. I think if you didn't work for Disney, you'd be doing that. And this is a perfect segment. I thank you for being the person behind this segment and helping me to do it each week. I want you to know that. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
All right, let's do People in the Parks, and then we'll jump back in. We're going to talk about Disney Dynamics in just a little bit when we bring up their segment here in just a minute. Matter of fact, I may call you on the phone. Chris, if you're going to be in here, I may call you on the phone and chat with you for a minute before we do your segment here. Real quick, let's drop down here to the Baker section, and then when we come back with Chris, I'm going to highlight a couple of things going on in the community that people need to know about. Magical memories, people in the parks, brought to you by the Disney Baker every week. Why? Because when you want the magical memories in the park, the Baker is a great person to help you find them. Let's take a look at these pictures this week. I had some fantastic ones that I was really proud to bring in here. Great one here with Dizar Dream hanging out with the Park Hoppers and TTG down there over at Soarin' hanging out together. Love that one. There's the dynamics right there. People in the park, speaking of them, Chris and Mary down there in front of the castle. I thought that was an awesome picture to share out. Okay, you got a sleeping house. Yeah, we don't want to do that. There's Nate and LBV. Nate and LBV hanging out, getting some breakfast down there. One little spark, JL. One little spark in the house hanging out down there at the parks. Love it there. This is a great one. Let's go wait in line with Trish hanging out down there in California. Out in California. Love that one. That's awesome there. Dizar Dream, Mike Wheeler, Hitchhiking Bones, What in the World with Russ, all hanging out together in the parks. Great picture down there as we're doing it. The Do Philly crew making some magic over there at the parks right there. Love the Do Philly crew. That Crazy Disney Lady hanging out with Mickey. Love that one. Hey, Zippity Doo Dog. Welcome in, buddy. Great to see you. Good one. Dad Builds, AAA Sparkles, and Jeff hanging out. Dizar Dream was in a lot of the pictures.
Extra sauce helps because it helps mask the patty of like dog food that you're eating.
Corey and Steve eating bugs. There's our Castle Life. They're down in the parks this week. I was following them on social media. Great to see you, OCL. You might see an OCL picture in here next week. You never know for next week's show. Donna Jaworski down there in the parks recently, hanging out and having a good time. And finally, our friend Disney Fornia over in California, having a great time there. Before I come back up with the Baker, let me highlight a couple important things going on with the community. First, want to recognize everything going on with Give Kids the World. Love Pugs, hello. We got a lot of people doing stuff with Give Kids the World. First, let's start off Donna Jaworski. Donna Jaworski's got her benefit coming up. I think it's the end of November, last Sunday in November, before Thanksgiving. It's going to be a great one. Check out Donna Jaworski and her amazing one. You got Dave, Space Mountain, that is. Space Mountain Dave doing his on the 11th of November. That's going to be a good one. Corey's Night of Hope, December the 6th. Corey Meets World, the Night of Hope, December the 6th. Nick working out his birthmarks, Enchanting Magic, supporting one that's very passionate to him. He's got his on 11/20 for the Vascular Birthmarks Foundation, which is important. And Carlos is doing an interview coming up, getting to know Scott Mooney. He'll be running the Dopey Challenge for Give Kids the World. That's going to be a special one on Carlos's channel. I believe it might be even tomorrow. So definitely check that coming up there. We've got a members-only Zoom call tomorrow at 11 o'clock. The link is in the chat. The link is in the community chat. 11:30 tomorrow, community chat for members only. That's going to be a ton of fun. Saturday, December 3rd has been declared National Live Stream Day at the Live Place. Stop on by from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time as we interview some of the incredible creators that live stream from the parks. Get to know your newest favorite channel to watch over at the Live Place, December the 3rd, 7 to 9 p.m. It's National Live Stream Day. Come celebrate with us. Baker, I'm not sure if you've heard about that or not. Dean is doing a National Live Streamers Day, and he's going to be reaching out to, thank you, Sebastian, for dropping that. Hey, Steve Browning. He's going to be reaching out to creators in our community, live streamers, and he is going to be bringing them on for special interviews. These will be pre-done questions that'll be there, done and ready to go. And he has enabled the help of someone very unique to ask all these live streamers the questions. I don't know who that could be. That might be someone you know. So National Live Stream Day. This is an entire thing being done by the Live Place. I am just the support help, showing up that day to ask the questions. He's booking all the people. I don't even know who's coming. I don't care. I'm just going to get into it and start having some fun. But National Live Stream Day, December the 3rd. It's a Saturday night over at the Live Place. You're not going to want to miss it. I don't know who he's going to have showing up, but I guarantee you it'll be some people with some major followings out there that are quality live streamers that he'll bring in. It's got to be exciting to hear stuff like that, doing stuff for the live streamers.
There's no doubt. I mean, when you think about, when you get into some chats, sometimes when people start talking about, how they're working their channels and how they do. Um, Jeff was saying it the other day from Just Our Dream. Editing. Doing editing and it's a lot. They put a lot of heart and a lot of time
They
into
do.
bringing good, positive content.
I truly
And
believe anybody who's consistent on Insta, TikTok, here on this, they put hours of time in and their passion into it, and that should be recognized and should be
Well,
respected. Hey, VP, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Uh, that's a major thing there. So, VP coming in. We got
yeah,
a guest. We got a
yeah,
guest coming in to join us.
Yeah, he was in Epcot today.
Yes, he was. Hey, there's Steve. Ride the teacups in the house with us as well. Good to
Let's
see
see,
you.
is this working?
It is. It's working. Sounds good.
Good. I always
Yeah.
like when my mic works. How are you gents doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. If anybody has the link and wants to come in, I have a couple spots open. We're just doing a simple hangout tonight as we do, and I'm going to hit a couple community segments as well. Before I talk to Steve, I want to remind everybody again, I can't keep hitting it enough. November the 19th is going to be the day we announce all of the names for the next segment of the recognition series. It's a Saturday night. Dad Builds has put a ton of time into the video work. Please come hang out with us. See if your name is read. See if a friend's name is read. See all the people that received nominations. That's going to be a lot of fun. Steve, how's life with you out in the West Coast area of the country?
So life is good. It got chilly. We thoroughly enjoyed our 4 days of fall, and now we're into winter and winter coats and everything going up. It's been good. We're freezing, Pete. We're absolutely freezing. So
Oh, well, that's not good. You don't want that. You can keep that. I've got 70 degrees here in Maryland. I'll take it. I'm enjoying that thoroughly when I'm outside my house in a t-shirt right now. We don't usually.
nice. Well, see, it's funny. We're in the 70s too, and I'm bundled up in layers.
Oh my God!
But
Give me a break.
That's
well,
what
last week it was
I'm ready for
100, and now it's 70. So this is what we do.
Well, that's what you do there. So, Katie Y is dropping that. Katie Y, we should also acknowledge Katie Y while she's in here. Katie Y created the logo that we are using for the Disney YouTube recognition series. The logo that's on our website, the logo that you'll see that night for the DYSR. Katie created it, did a phenomenal job, and we're so grateful. And she did it for us at gratis. Didn't ask anything for her artwork or her time. She just donated that to the community. So thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. While we're sitting here, we'll talk about Fantasmic in a minute. Kind of one of the topics I wanted to come back on. But real quick, while we've got the dynamics in here, and as I'm busting through all the community stuff, while Ride the Teacups is here, check out his content, everybody. He's working hard like Baker to get up over 1,000. You can check that out. We're doing. Baker says, saw Boys to Men, got my Mr. Toad popcorn bucket, Road Guardians, hung out with friends. What a great night at Epcot, and I didn't get Pete any schoolie bread to send him. That is a load of BS. I'm timing out VP. For him to put that into the chat, that is horrible. I'm just so disgusted right now. I can't even see straight. VP, what are we going to do with you? I'm going to have to find VP sound bites. Oh, wait. I do have VP sound bites. I could make those work. So while we're sitting here real quick, let's do this one real quick and knock it out. And then I'm going to come back and talk with the guys about Fantasmic. I want to talk about it on the California coast, talk more about Baker, what he wants to share with us from his time over there. Real quick, Disney Dynamics has been in the chat all night with us. I can't say enough about Disney Dynamics and what they do. They have been a huge supporter of me and this channel on some of my toughest days. They've helped me to get through, and I'm extremely grateful to them. He's got a new business coming out, which you're going to hear a lot more of in the near future, which is going to be scooter rentals, and I'm really excited about it. But they are the loan and soul and will be the only sponsor until they choose to come out of our race to 100K right here on the channel.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
So thank you for dropping their link in here. I'm going to bust through this pretty quick. There's your top 5 right there on the charts right now. Top 5 as of last week. We'll update it coming up on Sunday. 95 down to 77.8. You got magic from all over the world in there. Great quality creators. Nice job up there. 77 down to 45. Just going to highlight those who had passings this week. If they've got fireworks, it means they passed over other creators in the race. 77 down to 45. Inside Disney up to 46. And Johnny Y. Chen up to 55. California and Florida represented in there. And also England and the UK. Love that. Great group of people in the race. 41 down to 26. 7. Highlighting this week the Disneylanders who passed over people. Highlighting Rope Drop Pat who passed over some people with fireworks. Also want to highlight the Magic Dads who have been blowing up. They've just been on fire with some of their shorts and other content. And Sam's Disney Diary, I got to talk with him the other day. He is a great person. Love him. And, of course, Tanya's in there. Can't say enough about that crazy Disney lady. 25.9 down to 18. Highlighting Adventure is out there, blowing up to 21,000. Hey, Bricky, passing Magical News Live up to 24.9. Again, some great creators solid in here. California, Alaska, Florida, the UK, all represented in the race right there. 18.4 down to 13.6. Ava's the only one that took a jump with 14.3. But, man, there's some quality creators, 13 up to 15 in there that are really putting it out. And excited for all their consistent growth. 13.6 down to 10.6. Again, nobody passing anybody here. But we've seen some great people coming in here. And a lot of them in this 10 to 13,000 range. Our partner Mouse Talk is in there. You just got some incredible talent in the mix there. 10.6 down to 9.3, highlighting Lisa Land and Main Street Moments, along with Becky plus Eli, that all passed over everything right here and jumped over people. You got some great other creators in here. Diz Our Dream and Chip & Co., both of our partners, are in this mix right here. Corey living in Diz at the start of this documentation was just under 10K. He's going to be hitting that soon. So phenomenal in the race right there. The last balance of the race is your creators that are on the smaller side but working their way there. Highlights this week go to Wonderland Explorers at 8,000, passing people. Mouse Vibes out of California and Myers and the Mouse out of Florida, passing some people in the race this week to get some fireworks. And a special call out to Mickey's Magic, who I believe today is her birthday. Adults in Disney down to Rob Fuzz. We just added SoCal Disney Dad into the race. SoCal Disney Dad into the race at 638. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. And highlights to Steve. That's actually backwards. It should be 619 for Steve and 616 for ABC, Adventures by Carney. Steve's World, passing some people in the race this week. Finally, the back half of the race, I'm excited that Making Magical Adventures got some fireworks going on up. You got some solid creators in here. Newbies to the race like Living the Magic and Goo to You. And some solid creators from home like Donna Jaworski, Brandy and Dave, Midlife Fives, Mickey's Girls. Just some all-out fantastic people. And we're just always very excited about this race. I saw Dynamics had a comment as soon as I pull back up here to the top of the box. Just take me a second to come back up here to our Friday show. Let me see what this was coming through here. They said, I want to say the reason we love and support Pete is because he has so much heart and drive to support this amazing community of Disney lovers. The only channel that puts everyone else first. Well, I try. Oh, thank you. Okay. I see what you did. I'll talk with you after this. Thank you, Dynamics. I am blessed, before we talk with these guys about the new show, I'm blessed to be supported by so many great people on this channel. You know, Baker does his segment. Dynamics does their segment. Main Street Treat Company. Guys, here's my thing. This is my 10 seconds of being on a pedestal. Main Street Treat Company is a channel and people in our community that are beyond beautiful. They're amazing people, okay? If you don't know those guys, you really should get a chance if you're in the parks to say hello to them. But this holiday season, if you want to help me out, if you want to do something for me, if you're thinking, hey, I want to get Pete something for Christmas, how about making an order from Main Street Treat Company and send it to somebody in your life that's spectacular. Send it to a work compadre. Send it to a boss as a thank you. Send it to a neighbor that's going through a tough time. Send it to somebody in your church or maybe your pastor. Okay. Thank you, Julie P, for subscribing to Disney Baker a few minutes ago. I appreciate that. Send it to somebody out there. Support a great husband and wife family in our community, and send Disney magic somewhere. Everybody wins. You put a smile on someone's face. You help a great people in our community, like the baker, like Main Street Treat Company. Disney Dynamics will be having information on their scooter rental place coming. I'm going to be pushing that to the hill. I will be proudly using their scooters when I go down there myself. And I'd be remiss if I didn't do this real quick before we talk with the guys and say thank you to somebody else who has also been just as generous, just as supportive of my channel, and does so much for me. And that is Ajana Claire with Being Ajana Claire and Zoel's World. You guys know, I'm sure you follow her for all of her chaoticness with all of her Loungefly bags and magic. But she's got a new venture going, and we're supporting her back. Ajana Claire Wise Travel is an upscale travel design and consulting firm specializing in curating ultra-luxurious travel destinations designed specially for business professionals, focusing to deliver the once-in-a-lifetime experience that will create lasting memories, encompassing adventures in Europe or the Americas, luxurious river cruises, relaxing beach getaways, or detailed trips to Disney locations worldwide. Ajana Claire Wise Travel personalizes the experience. What rich and exciting moments do you want to create for yourself this year? Well, start writing your story with Ajana Claire Wise Travel today. And I just want everybody to know, because I had questions before, I support them back because they support me. They help us to do everything we do, to run this channel like I do with everything I do in the broadcasting format and everything. It cost us about $4,000 a year just to do it. And that includes the P.O. boxes and you got to pay for every stupid thing. I just got a bill yesterday for, what is it? I don't know. One of the things we use. Oh, the music thing and everything we do. So I want to say thank you. And I want people to know about these people that support us. We wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't. Let's talk about this whole thing that has happened. I'm going to have Fantasmic from California. I got one, Steve. I got a copy of it from out there, which I'm excited
Good
about.
stuff.
Disney 40 got me that. Casey's going to have Florida on here. So let's talk about it out there. Steve, first off, have you done Florida's version? Have you done that one yet?
I have. So no, I think I may have seen it like 25 years ago. I don't know how old the show is.
Okay.
I was out there in '95, and if it was open in '95, then I saw it. But it wasn't open last time we were there, and going cross country is hard for us. So
Now,
not lately. I rely on the streams a lot. So.
Now, here's what I don't know, and this is where I wish Greg was in here tonight. Baker, you may know. I know wildly before, Disney Dynamics $9.99 in the chat. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. We don't have to. We definitely don't have to do that. You do enough for me, but I appreciate you so much. Let me hawk it up in the chat for you. Just say thank you with a big hawk fist bump. Members, if you would do the same for them with a little bit of fist bump. Our show used to be totally different than California. I don't know if the changes, if they're mirroring or similar. Does anybody know? I'm not sure offhand.
So I'm remembering, so somebody can fact check me here, right? But I believe the show opened in Disneyland first, and they had it on their on the river, and then it got moved or copied over to Hollywood Studios, and they did a couple of minor updates to it. But Disneyland actually went to a full version 2 of the show, and Hollywood Studios stayed at that like 1.5 version, and now they have upgraded since then. So I guess this is like version 3, while Disneyland is still on V2. But I could be misremembering that. But
here's something. I just thought about it. I just thought about something. They're popping in the chat right now, but they're about to get a phone call, and they don't even know it.
Oh, there you go.
Can you guys hear that pretty clear?
Yes.
Okay, so I got Andrea on the phone. I know you're down there in Disney now. Are you in the park right now, or are you guys heading back?
No, I'm laying in bed.
You're laying in bed. Okay, so I'm going to pester you for 2 minutes while you're laying in bed. Here.
Okay.
You've been to California recently. I know you've seen it out there. And I know you're at the parks now because I saw an amazing picture of you and Larry down there today on social media. How much different are the two shows?
I think they're similar but different.
Okay.
I think that, I mean, they both have a boat, but the boat in California is much bigger with 10 times more characters, and that's the part that really gets you. And then they have the pirate boat,
Okay.
and they don't have the pirate boat here.
Okay. What
I'm
about
trying to
the
remember.
what about the storyline theme? Is it pretty much the same with the?
It's kind of similar. It has Mickey. I believe it has Mickey earlier in the show in California.
Okay.
And they have the big dragon and the evil queen. They're both great, and the show that we saw yesterday was fantastic. It was great.
I'm sure the electricity in the place was ridiculous. That was Baker was saying that.
Yeah, we standing in line was interesting.
I saw that. I saw there was tons of lines, Baker.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Hey, what's going on, Andrea?
Hi.
They fixed the line that they had. Just it went down Hollywood and Vine and around the corner down towards the camera shop. So today, right after I put that picture out on Instagram that I took, it was 3 blocks, and literally 10 minutes after that, they opened it up and they let all those people go in and get their seats.
Okay, interesting.
Well, because if you look at it, we're looking at it now. If I'm going to put my cast member hat on, we're looking at it from a safety perspective. If there would have been an emergency where an emergency vehicle would have had to get down that road, it would have been difficult because they were taking up 2/3 of the road wide.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep Andrea up because she's laying in bed. If you think of anything else, you can throw it in the chat. I do have to ask one follow-up question. At the Florida event that you went to yesterday when you were seeing the show, was Larry hiding behind you like he did in California? He was scared.
No, but we actually got really lucky. We met some friends, and they're like, "Hey, we have 2 extra tickets to reserve seating for the Fantasmic show."
Oh, nice.
So we didn't have to wait in line over 2 minutes. So she's like, "Go get another drink," which I shouldn't have because I don't remember a lot of the show.
Oh, Lord. What are we going to do with you? All right. Well, look, you kids have a blast down there. When you get back home, check back in with me. We'd love to see you stop by on a Friday night and chat with us.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Our Castle Life, everybody. Somebody drop their link in, please, for me, if you wouldn't mind. Fantastic people as well. So, I mean, Baker was... hey, what's up, Mike Wheeler? I saw Mike Wheeler was there. He says he got in line at 5:30 yesterday at the dark room at the front of the park. Took 30 minutes to get into the theater. Baker, obviously, it was worth it because everybody that's putting it out there has been going crazy. There's new scenes in it, right?
There's amazing new scenes.
Okay.
And again, I am not a spoiler. I will tell you though, like I said before, if you need a jump start because your Disney buzz, if you will, has gotten kind of squishy and watch creators out there are going to put out some amazing stuff. It was fantastic. The thing I like the most is I love lasers, and they've got some amazing lasers. I like how there was always different water screens that they used, but in between, in the past, when the water screen was to your left and to the center and to the right, you could see between the screens the backdrop, if you will.
Hold that thought.
Now they've changed all that.
Okay, hold that thought 1 second. Good night, Bob and Kelly. We appreciate you. Try to come in on one of these upcoming weeks. I'd love to hear about all your cruise stuff you guys are doing. Bob and Kelly, everybody, they've got some amazing stuff on social media. Check them out. So they changed it so you can see it better.
They changed it so you can't. If it's something, if they don't want you to see what is happening, like they can't drop a curtain.
Right.
So what they used cross lighting in that area, and I'm a lighting guy, so I'm looking at it going, wow, that was really amazing how they did that. And they're using a little bit more, of course, FX smoke. They're using definitely some more mist. The mist was a little heavy tonight. The wind was blowing a little bit, so you get a little bit of water on your glasses. But the effects are fantastic. They got a standing ovation tonight.
Wow.
And I mean, they got a standing when after Mickey disappeared and the lights came up, everybody was on their feet.
That's cool. Well, Steve,
And-
out there, it's out in California. It's not in a theater, right? It's just like right down.
That's
by the-
correct. Yeah, it's the best and worst thing about Fantasmic. The best thing is that it's out there in the open. If you're walking down New Orleans Square, you're going to see the show. The worst thing is that it's right out there out in the open. So if you want to see the show, everybody's walking through New Orleans Square. So that's a pro or a con depending on your point of view. But it means that I saw somebody else say it in the chat. We have much bigger boats in the Disneyland because we have the actual Mark Twain and the Columbia sailing ship instead of like the prop Steamboat Willie ship. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's right there in the middle of everything.
Wow.
I don't know why Steve's going this way because it's not always about size. it's about content.
Oh, okay.
My son did just get back from California and he did see Fantasmic out there, and he was sitting one person away from me tonight, and I kind of looked at him and he went, "Yeah, this is better." He said, "This is better than California," and he just saw it last week, so he got one-on-one and both together. California's was great. He said, but boy, he says this beats him by like 5.1.
I would probably think that from the times that I've been there. Now I wasn't there on energy nights like the return, as it's been this week. I was there on normal time frames, but I would think the fact of the thousands upon, like as The Rock was saying, the thousands upon thousands of people that are surrounding you for that energy has got to be totally different than just standing around the park and everything that are people out there. You're getting that whole cinematic show feeling up there, I think.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, and maybe one of you guys or somebody in the chat might be able to tell me, but visually it looks like the set for Florida is bigger than California. Am I wrong?
I believe it is, right? Because
Yeah.
in California, we just use the facade of the Pirate Island, formerly Tom Sawyer's Island, but you have the actual full set and everything that's there to build out. So I believe that's correct.
And they built onto it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, left and right stage they built onto it.
Cool.
Mike says the mountain's 50 feet tall and capacity is 9,900. Look, the bottom line is I'd still like to see both of them. It's just trying to understand what I'm seeing differently, because I'm hopefully our goal is in the next year or so is to take a trip out to California and to do that and to see those parks. Kayla, my eldest daughter, has been there and seen it, but none of the rest of the family have. So that's part of our plan that we want to do it. And I'm kind of just trying to get a feel for what I'm looking for. So the holidays are here, guys. Steve, does it excite you that the holidays have hit with all the magic that goes around the Disney properties?
It does. It is so exciting. I have been listening to I turned my Disneyland winter Christmas music, holiday music series on while I'm working here. I think about 15 minutes after Halloween was done, and I've been trying to set up our tree and our Christmas decorations since around April, and now I'm allowed to. So I am a huge fan of Christmas at the Disney parks and very excited for the changeover.
I love hearing that. We had a tree up Halloween Day. Halloween Eve, I should say. We had a tree up because I had them when they were bringing down the Halloween boxes. Hey, Orlando guy. What's up, Richard? Good to see you, buddy. I was transitioning, getting boxes from the attic. And I said to Amber, we're going out tomorrow. We're going to start putting up these Christmas lights and doing things. And my wife is not an advocate for that. And she has her reason. Her reason is good. I give it to her. I can't fault her reason. I don't agree with it, but I don't fault it. Her reason is that with what she does at retail for a living, she works at a grocery store. She's been dealing with seasonal down her throat since July. And I get it between all the seasonal stuff. So she kind of wanted a break. And I literally looked at her the other day when she said, "You're not putting those lights outside." And I literally looked at her and said, "Missing body parts. Lights are going up." And that was the end of
Oh,
that
you know,
argument. That was the end of the argument.
I fully sympathize. I spent 15 years in retail and I was the exact same way. And I have found the longer I spend not working in retail, the happier I am that Christmas comes quicker. So
Well, there
I
you go.
fully sympathize with your wife. She's right, Pete. I'm sorry. She's right. And
I dealt with it during my job with the military. I dealt with it, and I started working. I started working. Oh wow! Disney Dynamics just sent me a picture of their house all lit up with red and green for Christmas on November 1st. It's beautiful. That looks great, guys. Awesome.
nice.
I worked with it. I mean, I started working on my Halloween orders in July for all the stuff we were doing. I'm a believer of this. I've been doing this Disney thing for, I don't know, over half my life, I guess. I want to be on Disney's schedule. I want to go up when they go up. I want to go down when they get down, because you know what? Come January 5th, over here on this TV, there ain't going to be any. It's going to be Valentine's. It's going to be the races. It's going to be all that stuff. I don't want to go out from here out to that room and see my tree. I want it all to be gone. So we're decorated now. Richard's got his change over in his logo. He's got his Orlando Guy Christmas one, which I love.
Nice.
I'm actually probably going to show next week the house. I'll have Preston take a phone around and come in third on this, and we'll take you outside. We've got Mickey ears. I got a Mickey ear ring, which is on the wall. We've got lights lit up. We've got a 15-foot Santa Mickey. We've got probably 20 balloons that go out. We got a whole thing that we'll be doing. So, it'll be good.
That
So
sounds awesome.
I'm excited. Chris, you get to deal with it every day. You think you're going to get burnt out of it?
No, absolutely not. No.
No? Okay.
No, because it every day brings something new. Especially with the guests that I see on different days. Everyone has that excitement. Somebody said the other day, "Don't you get answering the same old questions?" No,
Okay.
because that guest has only asked that question once. Oh, where do you sell the new Disney Christmas pins? Where can I get the resort pins? I'm happy to tell them that. No, I don't know. I loved it.
There you go. Okay.
That is such a hard mentality to get over, and I'm thrilled that you said that. That was something when I was working retail that was really hard. I have answered this question 10,000 times, but that guy has only asked it once, and so that's a great mindset,
That's
and
a
I'm
great
so glad
mindset.
you
Yeah, I
have it.
agree with that. Absolutely. I asked this at the beginning of the show. I know we've had a lot of other people come in. I'm dropping the link to my second channel into the chat. It's going to focus on hockey and basketball, just sports. If you're not into that, you don't have to hit it up. But if you are, I'm trying to get that channel up to 1,000 so that I can get the emojis and the other stuff over there. That Dad Builds has worked really hard over the time to build a great plethora of emojis for hockey and basketball, and I can't use any of them till I get up over 1,000 followers. So if anybody would be so kind to click over there and give us a follow if you like those sports, please do not feel obligated to in any way, shape, or form. But any help that I can get getting that channel up up close to 1,000, I really appreciate it. Reminding everybody about the community stuff that we have going while we're sitting in here with these gentlemen real quick. The live place, December 3rd, National Streamers Day. He'll be having interviews over there with so many of your favorite YouTube streamers. I don't know who he's booking. I can't wait to find out, but that's going to be a fun night. November the 19th, a Saturday coming up in just a couple weeks, the announcement of that. Let me ask you this, Chris, because I got two different views in here. Let's talk about the night that we're going to have on the 19th when we have the next announcement of available people that have the potential to go in December. Baker, let's go to you first. You were inducted in recently on there and everything. I'm sorry?
126, Loki.
There you go. Number 126, Loki. Everybody kind of knows their number once they get inducted into our Hall of Fame. Chris, what was that like? Let me take a step back before the induction. Just, that induction night, hearing your name called out and know that people in the community voted for you to go in. The people in the community chose you to go in. What did that feel like and what did that mean?
It's humbling. It overtook me when I found out the first time I was nominated. I'm a kind of, I I'm not a sensitive guy sometimes, but stuff like that got to me. Knowing that there was enough people out there that gave me a thumbs up and said, yeah, this guy is someone that we want to have in our community. Um, and then the first time I got nominated, I didn't go in that year, and then I think it was maybe the next year was the year I got nominated and I got in. Um, and then when you reach back out and you talk to some of the other um, creators and you talk about how they felt too, it it's the same. And they get that tingly feeling like, wow, here's this thing we're calling YouTube, and we're meeting friend after friend after friend.
For the most
And
part.
sure, for the most part, and then you have an opportunity to pull those friends in to make the the, the let's say the base
Hmm.
that much stronger.
Yeah.
And I felt very humbled to be part of that base, and I don't take it lightly.
Steve, I think it's kind of cool. You're coming in from the West Coast. I know it's always been that thing of Disney, Disneyland, and two separate things. And I've tried to break down those barriers. Mar says number 27, Lightning McQueen. I had goosebumps and happy tears when I heard my name. I don't make content. I'm a consumer and a supporter. Well, that's kind of what I'm going to talk about in a second, Mar. But Steve, it's got to be kind of cool for that bridge or that barrier that was there to get knocked down. I think on the last one, I do remember reading your name that you had a couple nominations of people that you were eligible. So that's got to feel kind of good that someone took the name to at least write your name down and think about you.
Yeah, that's amazing. That I mean, I'm here because when we did our trip with our young kids, it was hard to find anything, and so I wanted a place where people could find stuff, and I like watching all of y'all. I'm subscribed to like 100 people on your list and try to keep up with them, jump in and out of live streams as best I can. So it's neat that somebody wanted to put my name out there. I appreciate it. I'm thrilled that it exists, and I almost feel a lot like Mar. I put videos out on Tuesday and, 10 people watch it. I'm more of a consumer and I'm thrilled to have the out there at all. But
I love it.
it's neat that somebody wanted to put my name out there. That's really cool. Thanks.
Well, hopefully your name will be read on the 19th when we do it again. The three things that I want to put out there that are critically important about this is one, first and foremost, let's talk about Corner Sports for a minute. Corner Sports sponsors this segment. They were inducted in for their generosity and their support in the community. They support all kind of channels out there. Okay. And if you ever want to do something to say thank you to what we're doing here, go over to Corner Sports. Do that tonight. Go over to Corner Sports on Instagram and just say, hey, Tommy and Claudia, thank you for supporting the series of recognition. Go over to their Instagram tonight. Somebody find their Instagram for me and drop it in the chat. We got 40 some people in there. 10 people went over there tonight and said, hey, thank you for doing it. We appreciate you. I think they'd appreciate that. They cover the cost of doing this. It's $300 every time we do it to buy the buttons, to have them shipped, to buy all the stuff, the supplies, to get them shipped out and mailed out, to pay all the postage. It's about $300 every time we do this. Tommy and Claudia pick it up each time with Corner Sports. They are amazing people. Their link can be found right on my webpage at PeteMcDevittShow.com. They do all kinds of shirts and hats, sporting teams, trips to Disney, everything. They are phenomenal. Tommy and Claudia, point one. Point two, Dad Builds, donating and offering up all of his time and his magic that he brings. He's made our shows better since day one, not only with the quality of his work, but with him as a person now being involved with us. But his efforts are phenomenal. He's going to have another great video. This one, it's going to blow everybody away. I haven't even seen it yet, and I know it's going to be good. He's just that good of a person. And then three, what Mar brought up, there's so many people that are inducted into this that have never even created a video. Never even created a video. They're just people in the community. And what I will tell you about this time, for this December one that's coming up, guess what? The majority of the people going in are people in the community. It's less creators and more people this time. And I was ecstatic about that. Ecstatic.
I think that's neat.
Yeah. Because it's, people that want to do, that do it. I want more Preston on the live streams Or I'm a Sue. Well, Orlando guy, I can't do anything about that. Preston was on here earlier, buddy. He opened up the show with me before he went to bed. Jan says, yes, being nominated was such a surprise. Nominated twice was humbling. I don't do content either. You know, it's just as important when we announce the nominations for 100, whatever it was. It's been, you know, at one time it was 190 people. This one, it's only like 140 some, 150 some. But for the people to hear their name, to be called out, that's an important thing, you know, because it means that people before you thought you're doing a good job, thought you bring value to the community, and wrote your name down. And to hear your name, like the Orlando guy is an inducted member. He's a Hall of Famer. To hear your name means that you're doing something right out there, that people think you have value and you bring value to the community. And that's just as important as the recipients. We can only have 23 recipients each time. That's the number we agreed upon. We're not changing that. And there's tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of people that come through the Disney communities. Think about that. We've only inducted, we're just going to go over 200, I think, this time when we do it. We're close to going over 200. And that's pretty crazy in the mix of everything. But the fact that people can hear their names called is a good thing. And I hope people take it for what it is, which is fun. Did anybody ever find, there it is, MR. I should have known Peanut would find it. He's a Hall of Famer. There's Corner Sports thing right there. So cornersports.com. You can leave him a note. I was hoping somebody might find his Instagram to just blow him up. It's important to say thank you to do that. So what else is on your guys' agenda? I guess, Steve, I'll start with you. What's coming up with your agenda in your world?
Well, we've been doing some more local stuff. So we have a Legoland Discovery Center here in Tempe, Arizona, and so we visited that. That's going to be shooting out this Tuesday. Kind of our adventures and the rides and things and everything
Nice.
that's there. So that'll be fun. And we also did the Great Wolf Lodge, and I'm trying to crank those videos out too and get that moving forward. And we're in the middle of a monster website overhaul that I am hoping to have before I come hang out with you on December 21st. So I may actually push the button on live stream with you, and we'll see what happens with that. But
good if we were talking.
yeah.
Kadani Sean, welcome in. Great to see you. I should also, before we go to Baker, we talk about what he's got coming up, what he's been doing on his channel. Let's talk for a second, real quick, and highlight and thank Chip & Co. for being our partner out here and allowing us to use their content with their approval and being a trusted and valued source for Disney for all of their content. Their people over there, their team is top notch. And they also allow us to use others as well, which is great when a partner trusts you, not only to represent them, but to also represent others. Real quick, I do just want to say thank you to my partners up there on the channel. They do an excellent job with all their creativity. I want to thank the Crusaders, one of them right here in the chat with me, with Baker, and say thank you. I didn't get to do this at the opening. And our executive producers that kill it from all over the globe. We are grateful to have them. And a quick reminder that our Discord is doing really well. We've got over 200 people over there on the Discord that are coming out, hanging out, talking Disney, talking sports, talking all kind of fun stuff there. So that's kind of fun. Baker, you were going live late the other night. I know. What do you got? Well, first off, what did you just do recently? You were, because it was like late at night.
Oh, I did one in the morning. I did one in the after. Which one did I do? I went late at night because I wanted to talk about some pens that I got and some things that my son had gotten me from California. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
And that went a lot later than I thought it went, so it was pretty cool. It was good. And I did a Day of the Dead, not gingerbread. It was a chocolate cake. I did a Day of the Dead, like gingerbread cake. You know, they do.
That's what I saw. That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, it was gingerbread house, but it was out of chocolate, and I picked it up from I think it was a local fabric store, and they had.
I got to be honest with you. Can I be honest with you about that?
Sure.
So the sound was off in the living room because Preston was doing something. And I came out there, rolled out of here, and I looked over at the screen. And I just saw the packaging and stuff. I said, what idiot's doing that? He goes, Dad, it's Baker. I was like, oh.
You know what? It was a lot longer than I expected. But a lot of great feedback, because I I do things from a baker's perspective, from a professional baker's perspective, and most people they'll look at the side of the box and say, okay, um, so the level here is a level 2. All right, so yeah, me and my kids can do that. And then you look at yours finished, and then you look at the box picture on the box, and they go, yeah, no, we're
Yeah.
never ever doing this
Yeah, the
again.
person doing it was really professional. I want to highlight
Yeah.
real quick. Richard, the Orlando guy, says I put out my very first short film this past week. That was a challenge, a spooky film for Halloween. Guys, if you haven't seen Richard's content, I think of my content as good. Richard's content is elite. He's that good. Go check him out, guys. He's absolutely phenomenal. You don't want to miss that out. One of the things we've been talking about, Baker and Steve, I don't know how much you've been doing it with it, but we've been talking about shorts. There's Corner Sports Instagram. AAA Sparkles got it. Go click that link right there for Instagram. Open it up in another window. Go into there for me and just say, hey, Tommy, thank you guys for sponsoring the upcoming event. Because they're good people. They need to know how much they're appreciated. Because I know you guys do. I know I do. I value Tommy and Claudia. One of the best days I had was when I got to meet them down there. We've been talking about shorts a lot. Shorts are taking off. You got to be in that that kind of like 8-second to 16-second quadrant for top short. That's the number. It's tough. You can go as high as under a minute, but the longer you go, the less chance of the share out by YouTube, it seems. You got to have your tagging right, and you can't overdo them, but they are blowing up. Baker, I know you've been doing some lately. Have you been having some success?
I have, yeah, and I learned some things the hard way. Sometimes you just don't know, so you're trying, and just make sure you're up and down. Don't do landscape. Don't go across. I learned that the hard way. But you know what? I took a bunch of that and chopped it all up, and I put out, a bunch of the Dapper Dans on Main Street, and I got another one that's coming out tonight. So
Good.
it's more of a premiere, but not a short. But now I'm starting to figure out how to do it on other platforms, and I'm like, okay, this is fun.
There you go.
Put one out.
The timing
out
for the good timing for them seems to be 9:30 to 11 Eastern time in the morning, and 5:30 to 7 p.m. roughly Eastern time in the evening. If you put them out there, you tend to get a better run from what I've seen. And don't be afraid to throw up a short one. So I had one that was sent to me by, I don't know if it was one of Casey's Corner of the World ones or if it was one of Super Disney Fam. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a 7-second one of which one of the princesses was it? It wasn't Tinkerbell. It might have been Tinkerbell. Either Tinkerbell was one of the princesses, right? But it was 7 seconds long. Okay. And I threw it up there. I said, oh, I don't want to throw this away. They sent it to me. I'll throw it up there. Figuring might get 100 views if I get lucky. I'll take it. Turn around. That stupid thing hit 15,000 views or something like that. So you just never know. I threw out one.
That's great.
It's it's not, even if you're monetized, just Facebook. Is that Facebook? Is that what it is? I thought I saw them on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I saw Tommy on there. It might be under his name. Because I know I liked something that he put on. It might be Facebook. I don't know. I could be wrong, Mar. You may be right. I put out one for Fantasmic this morning that was sent to me by Super Disney Fam. That was the boat going by. And it wasn't even, they didn't catch the whole thing on their timing. So it wasn't perfect like other people had it that were perfect. And that thing had 3 views going into the evening. And I just said, okay, not one. And I just looked at it a little bit ago. It's got 400. So you just got to kind of stick them out. Steve, you doing much with them at all? Much with shorts?
Not a whole lot. I should be doing more because I put out the short form, a few seconds on Instagram, so it really should be easy to put out. I did put one out this last week. This week's video was a short because I dressed up as Chris Provost from Provost Park Pass.
Oh, is that on your channel? I'm
'cause
going to
I'm
find
just
that.
obsessed with their channel and love everything about them.
Have you ever met Chris and his wife?
I haven't. When we were there last time, we were hoping to meet up with them. My oldest son is a couple of months away from their kid in age, and he watches them on the channel all the time and loves him. And so we were hoping to get together because I adore their channel, but they were in Hawaii at Alani when we were in
Uh,
Disneyland, so they were having much more fun. But
yeah, they
hopefully
are
we'll catch them next time.
they are some amazing people. They've been through some trials and tribulations over the years with things that have happened in their personal life, which I will leave there. That's their business, not ours. But I'm privy to it. Chris and I have talked a couple different times offline. Prior to their interview, we talked a good bit, and he shared a lot of insight and different things for his beliefs. They are fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. Just quality creators,
Yeah,
quality people.
yeah,
Yeah, just
clearly a
phenomenal.
huge love for Disney, and they exude positivity, and I
Absolutely,
love that about them.
absolutely. He made me promise him that I would reach out to them when we were going to California, so that, as he said, he could fly in and say hello. Which he does live in another part.
Good.
So. Orlando guy, I'll be at MK for the first Mickey's Very Merry Party. Nice. Looking forward to some holiday goodness. I'm sure you'll be putting out some good stuff from that there. So I'm excited. I'm ready for the holidays and looking forward to all that's due to come there. Baker, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Oh my goodness. So we were going to go do a live bake tomorrow, but because I stayed out and played in the parks today, we're going to go ahead and postpone that, and we're going to do that Sunday. So we're going to do a bake on my channel on Sunday.
I'm just looking at that thumbnail on that thing. It looks funny. Thank you for sending me that. Look, if you guys aren't watching Baker, we're blessed to have some good people that are passionate about food in our community. You look at the WDW couple who are passionate about delivering food reviews and what they do. Corey, and Steve. Corey had Steve eating bugs the other day. I mean, that's how much they're passionate about food. Baker is a legit baker and he knows his stuff. Donna does her things on Sunday. Go see Baker and watch one of his things. You'll be blown away. Multiple camera shoot, all kind of stuff that he knows and does. It's absolutely phenomenal. Guys, real quick, I do want to say thank you to Casey's Corner of the World real quick. Casey supports our channel so much. He's become a very valued member of the family almost in a lot of ways, kind of like Baker has with us right there. Okay, thank you. I got people texting me left and right here. Casey's Corner of the World each week. Casey, drop his link in there. He's up working his way to 1,000, just like Dad builds, like Baker, like Steve, trying to get up there, like Tina. And he's working hard to do it. Casey brings you this segment each week. So it's great that Casey wants to help me recognize people. Let's look at it this week. 150,000 views for Here for a Moment. Congratulations, 150. 350,000 views for Disney Nerd Herders, 350 for Disney Nerd Herders. 500,000 for Sable Family Vlogs, 500 Sable Family. Ear to Ear Magic, 2.5 million channel views. Congratulations, Ear to Ear Magic. Disney Inside Andy went over 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations there. Addie Family Adventures went over 1K. Addie Family over 1K. Congratulations. Bob and Kelly over 2K. Bob and Kelly over 2K. Congratulations. Woodland Explorers over 8,000. Over 8,000. Becky plus Eli over 10K. Over 10K. Ava Loves Disney up over 14,000. Up over 14. Diz Life of Ours up over 15K. 15K. And our friend JoJo from the world, 500,000 subscribers over there. Think about that. 500,000 people. He's not that far in the big picture of looking at everything. He's not really that far from Tracker in the big picture of everything of where he in the time frame that he's got there. That's what I'm saying. Tracker's still 300,000 away from him, but JoJo's gone from 0 to 500K in a lot less time than Tim and Jen. Nothing bad about Tim and Jen. Tim and Jen do a great job. We love them. To me, they're on the Mount Rushmore of Disney social media. That's how impressed I am with Tim and Jen. But JoJo, okay, so my injury was in 19. So it was in right before we did the Beverly Challenge. So we're talking July of 19. Think about this. We're in 2022. July of 19, I walked around the park, me and the 4 guys from This and That, and I believe Corey was there, and JoJo. JoJo was in his attire. He was with the sanitation as a cast member. That's what he did. He was a young kid, okay? Green behind the ears, right? And I said to Zippity Doodad that day, I'll never forget this. I reminded JoJo about this when I was down there with him in, what was it, when we were there last, Chris? August? Whenever we were there last, I don't know. Whenever we were there, it was spring, in June, when we were there. We hung out with JoJo for a little bit. I reminded him that I said to Zippity Doodad in front of him, this kid's got so much charisma, he's going to be something, right? Because JoJo was just all full of JoJo energy, even though he didn't have a camera on. You know, all about the magic of Disney and his knowledge of the history of Disney and what it was and how much it meant to him. And you could see it. And to see him now at over 500,000 followers in a little under around 3 years, that's pretty spectacular. So congratulations to JoJo and what he's done. So I think we've covered a lot here. We're coming up on 12:20. That's 2 hours for me. Baker, I know, is a little tired. He's had a long day. And Steve, I appreciate you guys coming in. Next stream for you, Steve, or next thing you're putting up will be when? Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah, every Teacup Tuesday, we've got new videos that are out, and we're trying to get a regular live segment out also, but that's going to be maybe at about the new year.
Awesome. And Baker, when can we expect something new? You got a video, a short coming out here in a little bit?
Yep, it'll be out. It'll be out. No, now it won't be out till tomorrow because we're already at midnight. So.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah.
We're having fun. Next Disney thing for me, let me go to my calendar. I gotta look and see what it is because I am tired myself here. We're in November. God, it's hard to believe. Let's see. The 9th, I know I have some things that we moved because that was deleted, so they're not on the 9th. So let me go over here. I gotta go to my upcoming streams to take a look because my calendar, I didn't update my calendar when I made some changes. Next Disney stuff for us will be on the channel Wednesday. Coming up of next week, Wednesday, Disney M will have a double shot. Wednesday, Disney M on the 9th at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Mark from This Diz Life coming in talking about all the stuff he's doing now. He's working with Chip & Co. and doing his own stuff. They got a podcast. He'll be talking about all of that. Then the following Sunday, the 13th, next Sunday, a week from Sunday, 11/13, Robert J. Fuzz comes in to go off the wall. I can't wait to ask him ridiculous questions about naked Bon Jovi. That will be questions that will be coming out that I... What are you shaking your head for, Baker? I'm going to ask him. I'm going to have to ask him. I have to ask him. I want to know the story is living on a prayer. We're talking about Rob Fuzz. I want to know those. I've got those questions that I want to ask. It could happen. I want to say thank you to all my members, my moderators, friends of the channel, family. When you're having a bad day, I had a bad day today, but I didn't want to give up this stream. I contemplated canceling it when I was laying in my bed, writhing in pain, but I figured out a way to work through it, and I'm so glad I did, because sitting with friends and celebrating something that you love, which is relationships. Relationships. It's not about Disney. It's about the relationships. Disney's just the vehicle that takes us to that platform, and the platform is relationships that we can build and have fun with each other. I know there's going to be people out there that always try to tear us down, whether it's individually because they don't like a certain person as a creator or don't like a certain guy or a certain girl for some reason. I know there's going to be people out there that try to tear us down because we do Disney and they don't like Disney for whatever reason, and people are entitled to their opinion. But what I'll remind you is the power of positivity can go a long way. When somebody's beating you down, find a way to look them in the mouth and do the Frank Castle, the Punisher. Smile and just laugh and move on from it, because in the big picture, it can't hurt you at all. We'll see you next time, next place. Guys, hang tight. We'll talk for a minute there. Baker, should I leave him with something funny before we leave? Should I go get something?
Oh, definitely.
I should go get something. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Ready? I'll act like we hadn't done that. Ready? Today's video and all these content of these great creators brought to you by After Ego Beer. Just another Thursday night at home, waiting for it to start raining man. It's After Ego Beer.
Yeah, you get in the front, Steve.
I'm not-
Go.
there's
Go.
no
The
way.
stream wants it. Go.
Oh my
Go.
God.
Do it. Do it.
I don't
Do
want
it. Just do it. Do it.
Steve, the stream wants it. What's the friend's name in Luca? I can't remember.
What is Luca's friend's name, guys?
Come on, Rob, get on.
I am.
Hold on, Rob. You gotta hold on. You're gonna fall off.
It's all right, Rob.
I'll sit like a.
Here, you get on first, and then I'll get mine. That was way too much steam I could handle. Holy cow! Woo! All right, let's go. Keep moving.
I can't breathe.